Yo guys, this chapter, I don't even know what to say about it. It seems that it was all freaking real. I thought it was an illusion, but it seems to be all real. So this chapter is a fantastic chapter, in my opinion. Not only do we get, well, first of all, let me just start with the usual. So this is Mr. Assassin. I'm here to do Toriko 304 review. Chapter 304. Damn it. Okay. I'm really hyped right now. So where to start off with? Because there's a lot of information in this chapter, and what the Monkey King can do, I didn't thought it was possible. In the last review I had, I was 100% sure that it was an illusion. I didn't think that there could be such a gap between level 100 and 1500 and level 6000, but it seems to be a huge gap, and I will get to that. But 0.1 seconds 0.1 seconds mean to the Monkey King what probably 10 minutes means to Toriko and company. Let me just put some highlights over here, so you're going to see them somewhere around here. 4 main points that are absolutely essential to this chapter. First of all, Monkey King Bambina, of course, he's the star of the show. He wasn't even fighting, he was just playing around. Not only he wasn't fighting, he wasn't even serious. He didn't even consider Toriko and the other 4 heavenly, I should say 3 heavenly kings. He didn't even consider them as a possible threat. He simply wanted to play with them because he was probably bored. I mean, we know that he was bored because he flew mountains across the planet, across the circumference of the planet, and watched them as they erode. So he was bored. He saw a few guys that managed to still be alive after stepping into the high gravity, and mind you, that was 10% increased gravity, 10 times increased gravity, not 100. But still, he saw some guys who were alive after stepping into the increased gravity zone, and he wanted to play with them. But we'll get to that. So that's the first highlight. The Monkey King was only playing. He wasn't serious about this. And he played in 0.1 seconds. Again, 0.1 seconds to the Monkey King. He did what others probably would need a few minutes to do. Second thing, still about the Monkey King. Again, it's going to be somewhere around here, I presume. He was the one who trained all the monkeys in Area 7 Embu, and he trained them Embu so for the sole purpose of having a playmate. He hoped that out of the billions of monkeys that were in Area 7, at least one of them would get strong enough to play with him. So that's why he taught them Embu, not to protect the area or anything. He didn't care about that. And that ties to the part where when Gorita, I don't know what his name was, the master that Toriko and company killed, why he didn't care that his master was killed. If he actually had a system in place for this for area 7, he would have cared that one of his masters died. But this makes sense. He didn't care because he didn't consider that guy strong enough to be a playmate. He didn't put a system into place. The masters did. So the masters put up the system for their own benefits. But Monkey King Bambina did not. And he doesn't care. All he cares about is playing and finding a playmate. So that was the second point. Third point. Sunny's hair. The Satan hair turns out to be really OP. Or I should say more and more OP. Because it was stated when Sunny first discovered the Satan hair, it was stated that this hair could grow out from the planet. If I remember correctly, it could burrow itself into the planet, eat all the minerals inside of this planet, and then jump to other planets in the galaxy and infest other planets and eat those as well. So in essence, Sunny's hair could be a galaxy wiper. He could destroy entire galaxies with his hair. And of course we never got proof of that, it was just stated. But now more and more the Satan hair really seems to be that powerful. I mean, he takes Coco's poison and eats it without any problem, and then when Sunny finds Coco, he regurgitates the poison and brings Coco up to speed without any problems. He does that. And Coco's poison is very hard to counter. The only one who was able to counter Coco's poison was Green Patch, and he was like a human filter, because if I remember correctly, on Coco fight against what was his name, the big horse thing that was part of the four beasts, Invade Death. When Coco fight against Invade Death, he specifically said that his poison cannot be countered because it keeps on changing and no antibodies can be formed for that poison. Yet Sunny's hair eats it with no problem whatsoever. So that's another point. Now, the fourth point is that none of them knew what happened. None of the four Heavenly Kings had any idea what happened in those 0.1 seconds. They didn't see anything. With their level of training, they didn't see anything. But somehow, Kaka did. Which raises questions in itself. I mean, she saw what happened. Not only did she see what happened, but she was able to dodge and hide from the Monkey King. Because the Den Shark with Komatsu, Terry, Kiss and Queen went underground, but the moment that the Monkey King stepped into the ring, we see the Den Shark and the others go underground, so they were safe. But Kaka had to have stayed outside in order to see what happened. Yet she wasn't touched. And you can say that she was lucky because of the Sandrico. But even if she used the Sandrico in 0.1 seconds, that means that she would have to be as fast enough to perceive the situation, to understand what was happening, and use the Sandrico. So she saw the Monkey King and what he did, and then got the flower out. when the Heavenly Kings have no idea what happened. So in that sense, you can say that Kaka could be more powerful than the four Heavenly Kings, because she actually saw what happened and had time to react and counter the Monkey King. A mystery in itself. But we'll probably see, because Kaka, I don't think she's on their side. I really don't. I think she's going to be another threat that rises up when they get paired. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Now, let's get to the chapter, because this is already long enough. So, there are a few things that I didn't like about this chapter. Well, first of all, as I stated before, it all happened in 0.1 seconds. None of the Heavenly Kings had any time to react. Yet, Coco was able to do a poison doll of his legs. Not because he saw what happened, but because he saw the aura of death around his legs. So he made a poison clone of his legs. A poison doll. So he didn't see the Monkey King himself, but he sensed that something was going to happen to his legs. So he did the poison doll. Which is convenient, but I can understand that. What I cannot understand is why he and Zebra made a poison doll out of Zebra before the entire thing happened. Because that's very convenient, and I don't like that. Why would you make a poison doll of Zebra, only Zebra, not Toriko, not Sunny, not Coco, but only Zebra before the event? It was like he knew that Zebra was going to get killed, and he did a poison doll before the Monkey King even showed. Sorry, phone. So that's very convenient, and I don't like it at all with Zebra. It's like he knew that Zebra was going to die. Anyway, jumping over that, we get new information in this chapter, and we get to see Area 7 from a bird's eye view with all of its regions, and the birth criteria, and the 0 mountain, 100G mountain, or whatever. So that's okay that we see the entire Area 7. We get to see how Toriko was saved. I mean, we see that Toriko was actually saved by his Gourmet demon, the red one, not the blue one. His arm was torn off, and the red demon just came out and wrapped himself around Toriko and saved him. We get to see that all of them are alive, which I mean, they couldn't be dead just yet. It was too early in the story for either one of them to be dead. And then we jump to the important part, which is when they ask Kaka what happened, and she tells them what actually happened. It seems that when the Monkey King blitzed and teleported near them, because for them it was just like teleportation, they cannot understand his speed. He closed his eyes. He was playing hide and seek, and when Toriko tapped him with the laser, he was saying that ready or not, here I come, or something like that. He was done counting, and the game of hide and seek was beginning. And now that he found them, he played the game with each one of them. Mind you, this all happened in 0.1 seconds. And he went for Zebra. And with Zebra, he played a game. I can't pronounce this in Japanese, but basically he was supposed to guess which way Zebra was looking and point with his finger. If Zebra looked to the left, he was supposed to guess that Zebra was looking to the left, and the other way around. Of course, when he pointed out where Zebra was supposed to be looking, the current of air from just him pointing out ripped Zebra's head off. So just the current of air from the Monkey King flicking a finger, and he killed Zebra with just that. With a flick of a finger, he killed Zebra. Of course, it was a poison doll, but we all know that Coco's poison dolls imitate the original, so it was very strong. Then he went for Coco, and with Coco he played He's a Cocoon, I think the game was called. Basically, one is supposed to get behind the other and bump his knees on the other's legs. Don't really see the point of that. From where I come from, that's like a gag. You make the other one fall. We used to play this, not actually play this because it's not actually a game. We used to do this in school when I was like maybe 12 years old, whatever. We did it as a gag. It seems that for them, for Bambina, it's an actual game, and that's why when he did that, he ripped Coco's legs. Of course, they were poisoned, so okay. And then he went to Toriko. With Toriko, he wanted to arm wrestle, so he teared off Toriko's arm. Again, Toriko and the others didn't even know what was happening. Toriko was just with his hand like this, and this guy came and ripped it off. And then he went to Sunny, and Sunny was lucky because in that 0.1 seconds he had his eyes closed, and the Monkey King thought that Sunny was counting. He was the it in hide and seek, so he wanted to go. The Monkey King wanted to go and hide in the mountains. At the same time, Kaka released the Sanderico, and the Sanderico actually didn't affect the Monkey King. I mean, we could have guessed this because there was a field of natural Sandericos on the way to the 100G mountain, and if Bambina lived there, he probably gained some tolerance to the Sandericos. But now this is confirmed because all the Sanderico did to him was make him sneeze. When earlier in the previous chapters, just a tiny bit of pollen from the Sanderico flower nearly got every one of the 4 heavenly kings get killed. So the pollen nearly killed all of them, and all it did to the Monkey King was make him sneeze. And that sneeze alone blew off all the heavenly kings in every direction and changed the landscape. So just one sneeze blew them off and changed the terrain. Crazy power, crazy power. It was casual. It was one sneeze. He didn't even try to sneeze. He was made to do that by the Sanderico flower, so it wasn't something he thought of doing. It was just a reaction to the pollen, but still it destroyed everything. And then he went to hide in the mountains. And now, after Kaka tells everyone what really happened, of course, she asks them, knowing this, do you still want to fight the Monkey King? And each one of them is demoralized, and they say that let's take a break. Let's take a break for now and we'll train afterwards. Because Kaka tells them, if you guys can learn Embu, then maybe you will have a chance instead of no chance. So they say let's take a break and we'll review this subject after that. They are all demoralized and they are all trembling in fear. At least Coco is, because it's stated that way. And they lost their will to fight. And that's where Komatsu comes in, because Komatsu starts convulsing and they need to treat him again. And when they treat him, his stomach growls. And it reminds everyone about the real objective. The real objective is to complete their main courses and bring food and ingredients to the world that they have never seen before. It reminds them why they started this quest, this exploration. And it wasn't for money, it wasn't for fame, it wasn't for power, it was just to find new food and I can say that, satiate their appetite. So that gives them a new push, and now they all want to train and they want to start the training right now. And so Toriko goes to Kaka and says, we want to train right now in Embu, which is again convenient, because how the hell does Kaka know Embu? She isn't a monkey, and she didn't tell them nothing until now that she knows Embu. So it's convenient that she knows it, because if she didn't, they would have to find someone else to train them, and that could take some time. But now she's going to train them, I presume, in Embu, and they're going to save time, which they don't have in the first place, because they have 4 days left before Komatsu dies. Sorry. So that's basically the entire chapter, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, that's basically the entire chapter. Again, stunning chapter. 0.1 seconds, man. This guy defeated them without even trying. If he was trying to kill them, he would have probably done it in less than 0.1 seconds. Done. Kill them all. In less than 0.1 seconds. Because he wasn't even trying. And you gotta think about the battle wolf. You gotta think about their rules. These guys are even more OP than the Monkey King. On the bright side, now Toriko and company are going to learn Embu, and they might, they will certainly get stronger for the next continent. But damn it, this gap between the masters and Bambina, just 4,500 levels. That was the gap, I think, roughly 4,500 levels. That's, when you say it in numbers, it doesn't seem like a huge gap. You would think that if you put four assistant master, let's say, here's my theory. You have 4 assistant masters. You can assume that each assistant master is 1,500 level. If there are 4 of them, that's equal to 6,000 capture level. If all 4 of the assistant masters would gang up on Bambina, you would assume that they could at least wound Bambina. You could assume that. But from what we see, from how easily Toriko and company defeated one of the masters, and how easily Bambina defeated Toriko and company, we can assume that if the 4 assistant masters came to Bambina, she would have killed all the assistant masters in 0.1 seconds. And them together would have 6,000 capture level. So at some point, the capture level, the difference, um, goes exponentially. It's like if you are 1,000 capture level, you can defeat, let's say, I'm just giving a mathematical example. If you're 1,000 capture level, let's say you can defeat a human, a regular human. It doesn't make sense in the Toriko scheme, but I'm trying to make a mathematical example. So 1,000 capture level, one human. It's not like, it doesn't go in the sense that when you are 2,000 capture level you can defeat 2 humans. No. When you are 2,000 capture level you can probably defeat 8 humans. 4,000 you can probably defeat 50. 6,000 even more. So it's not a simple addition of power. It goes out exponential. So when you are 6,000 capture level, you get to do the shit that Bambina does. So the capture level, when you first look at it, it doesn't seem to be much of a thing, much of a difference, but it really is. So that 90 levels that the Battle Wolf has over Bambina could mean a lot of difference. Okay, so I'm done, but I will do a Toriko discussion this weekend because I want to review the entire journey that Toriko and company have to go on. Just 2 zones. They defeated not even defeated, but they passed the first zone with King Heracles, and now they are in the second zone, but they still got a lot of zones to go on. And even after the battle with, when they get God, they will still have to probably defeat the Brunito and the king of the demons, the demon king that ate the sun. My god, that thing, if it's alive, is probably 20,000 capture level, maybe, if it even has a capture level, because no one was able to fight him. So I'll stop rambling right here. See you at the Toriko discussion. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.